Alright, I'm really sorry I couldn't find a better elevator, but this crap will have to do. This is probably... Seriously? Crappy Otis. Yeah, wonderful. This piece of crap earns this. Gets slapped. It's that crappy. Ew, gross, Otis. This thing's a piece of crap. This elevator needs a modernization. A serious one. Honestly, I think this thing needs to be modded to a generic. No, I'm not saying where it is, sorry. This elevator is so cheap. Unbelievably cheap. Okay, building owners, you're gonna buy an elevator, do not buy an Otis Hydrofit, please, they're crap. You may get a piece of crap like this one that never works right. This does break quite frequently, apparently. There we go. I'll let that thing do its weird behaviors. See how loud it is, too? You can hear this thing from a mile away. How do you work with this thing? Oh, what kind of certifications do we have? Oh, yes. Here it is. Our elevator is so crappy that I cannot even inspect it. That's good to know. Oh, yeah, you can get a nice massage next to this noisy piece of crap. What fun. Who would not want to shop next to a noisy piece of crap? With ugly blue LEDs. More like Otis modernized this elevator. I think this thing should be modernized. Because it's literally falling apart. This thing's literally falling apart. Runs like crap. It's extremely rough. This thing might be low on oil. I think it's low on oil. It's starting to get low on oil. Good job, Otis. Your elevator's crap. It sounds a bit worse than selling in Roblox. Or Roblox, technically. If you pronounce it like a regular person. Here's your boring view, which... There's a restaurant back there that claims they have really good views, but it's only a one-story building. How do you get a view out of a one-story building? What is the view of that road? Is this a good view to somebody? Oh, is that road down there a great view? I don't think it is. Most of the staff are using the stairs rather than the elevator. Okay, so far, ew. Really? It stinks in here. It smells like a stinky old Otis. This elevator is not even 5 years old. Actually, no. It's 6 years, not even 6, like 4 years old, and it's running like a piece of crap. 4 years. This is what 4 years does to one of these things. Really? Look at this stupid thing. This controller needs a replacement. It's terrible. Oof. What a terrible start. Look at that. Perfect. Exactly how your lanterns should behave. They should both light up and go out. Exactly what you need to do, Otis. This crappy store run by crappy Amazon. OPM, I can't give the location because I don't want people stalking, sorry. More like hydro crap. Look, there's that thing that most people use. And there's the thing that nobody uses. And look at this, I mean, would you eat food served out of this thing? Look at that crappy blue LED. That button's gonna break. Really? Why didn't they go with a Gen 2? This would have held up much better. Look at that. Oh, what direction are we going, Otis? Oh, you don't know because you're drunk? Let's go to 2. I said let's go to 2. Apparently it's drunk. It will infinitely chime, actually. Ooh, this thing runs like a piece of crap. Yeah. Bro, I went to Whole Foods gone wrong, almost died from the Otis. This thing is a fire hazard. Look at this controller. Really? Now it's doing that. It wasn't doing that last time, so the controller's actually gotten worse. No chime for up, but infinite chimes for down. Okay, let's go sit up there. Look at that. It's very drunk. Look how thin these door tracks are. What is this, a Kone? Yeah, is this a Kone? Why are the door tracks so unbelievably thin? What is this, a Kone? Really dark cab. Quite ugly. Really? Ugh. This cab's in pretty bad shape, too. This is a prime reason why I hate Otis. Oh, is that Prime members only? Oh, no, I don't care. Oh, at Whole Foods, we make you hang your apron before you go pee or poo. Ah, yes, a nice, cheaply built handrail. Because we care about you that much. And yes, we only bought you a microwave from Walmart. I think Lyra's better because it's newer. But Lyra will be terrible in a few months, I can guarantee you. Oh, do you want a free fork? Well, you may certainly have a free fork and some used condiments. Oh, what's that? I'm not supposed to sit here unless I'm having a party? Does it look like I care? Only the rich. This is a rich people shopping center. This place is designed for rich people. That's actually the point of this place. This is a rich people store, and I'm just going in here. Because, well, I guess I am technically rich. I mean, I could afford a $1,500 phone, or like $1,600, but still. Which has amazing zoom capabilities, though it doesn't like to zoom in on the crappy Otis since it knows it's crap. But I still don't shop here. I stop at another store. We just had to stop here because Mom had to go buy something. Well, I hate on Otis because, well, I have the right to. No one can tell me what company like or hate. I can hate. I could like Kone if I wanted to. This elevator's a piece of crap. This is one of the few elevators where I recommend a mod. Yeah, Otis is trash, honestly. I hate Otis. Otis is my least favorite company for reasons like this. Because pieces of crap like this have been installed. Why do you need independent service on an elevator that goes one stop? Why? Otis? Really? You don't need independent service for a single elevator that goes up one floor. And why do you have fire service? You don't need that either. You're only going up one floor. You don't need fire service. This thing sounds like it's low on fluid. And it did not level correctly. Like always, that thing has leveling problems. Probably has pooping problems too. Oh yeah, look at this view. This is like so much better than the Twin Peaks restaurant 2 blocks down that claims it has amazing views of a busy road. That thing at Lyra did not work that well though. When OPM and I went to Lyra, that thing was farting. Okay, I'm gonna sit at this, which looks like a knockoff iPhone XS Max background. Okay, apparently staff thinks that it's okay to, no one cares that I'm sitting at a party table, which as you can see, this table's meant for 6. Tissan probably pooped on that thing. Yeah, Tissan was probably the one that pooped on that thing. He probably took a poo while riding it, and ever since it's run like crap. That thing kind of needs a mod. Just look at it. Look how cheaply built it is. Like, even the Anatole mod is better than the one here. Though, actually, that thing was actually okay when it was installed. It wasn't great, but it wasn't, like, horrible. Well, see, the reason why I hate Android phones, it's the fan base. They suck. I hate the way they're like... The thing I hate about Androids is their fan base. I mean, seriously. Like, iSheep, really? What on earth is wrong with these people? I hate Android fans because they're like, oh, you should buy an Android because blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you can't tell me what kind of phone I can use. I can use whatever phone I want. If I don't want to use an Android, I can use an iPhone. You can't tell me what to do, Android users. You can tell the crap you want about Apple. I'm still going to use them. I still like my phone. I'm not going to buy a new one. And I hate when they're saying stuff like iSheep. Like, seriously? What if they don't like Android? What's wrong with hating on Android? Like, everyone can have their own choice on what kind of phone they want. Yeah, the Android phone... The fan base for Android is very cancerous. It's also very toxic. It's toxically cancerous. Okay, let's get away from that crappy Otis. Because I'm pretty sure the Otis fan base is worse. Oh yes, I'll start making IES phones with the IES operating system, which is no comment. I like Apple too. Like, I've been with Apple stuff since I was young, so I only know how to use Apple anyways. Since I've used Apple since they made their first iPhones, so not only am I used to Apple products, but I've also been around Macs, because when I was young, my mom's work gave her a Mac, so I always used that Mac. I never got exposure to Windows, and that's where we are today. Oh, look at that. Look at those LEDs. LEDs are so nice, especially the cheap Chinese ones. Ew. Yeah, went to the store, almost died. Went wrong, almost died. What kind of crap is this? Really? Oh yeah, look at that. Because marshmallows and sweet potatoes are the same thing, according to this genius of a store. Oh yeah, you know, people absolutely hate all this stuff. They only like these cheap candies you can buy off Amazon for cheaper. And people only love when their oranges have slight red spots on them. And, I mean, who doesn't like their limes with a bit of white on them? Meaning they're not ripened correctly and didn't get enough sunlight. Who doesn't love that? Oh, and who doesn't like grapefruit? That overly bitter fruit. Oh, and who doesn't like oranges with little nubs on them? At Lero when I went, they didn't care that I rode the elevator. We just asked, well, I kind of just rode on. Oh, free money. Thanks, whoever dropped that penny, because it's my property now. Apple's easier for me to use, too. Ew, gross, alcohol, get this away from me. Ugh, don't drink that crap. If you drink that crap, your life will be ruined. Don't drink that. Oh my gosh, they're playing 80s music. I know that song very well. It's an 80s song about a prom. No, get away from the alcohol. Ew. Oh my gosh, that song. Yeah, you're dancing with yourself when going shopping. Who doesn't do that, right? Ugh. Yeah. The garage has 3 elevators, though. Only 2 work. The third one's currently out until they get that thing back in service, which will take a while, trust me. Oh yeah, have a nice Purell massage. Well, let's ride this piece of crap. The pump is directly below us, so there's actually a thing of oil attached to the elevator. Let's hope we survive. Oof. Well, it looks like we survived. That's an Otis 2000 indicator. Well, that camera tries to be vivid. Actually, the original Whole Foods closed. Oh, look at that. Don't you just want to do what that sign says? Don't you just want to do that? The RT one's the weird one. Well, we survived that crappy Otis. Look at those doors. I bet this thing's been abused. I prefer the MT over the RT personally. The RT's almost gotten stuck on me, so I like pulling them because it gets everyone out of the building and they love this song so much. Look at that. See, the camera, look at that. That's the color it actually is. It's more of a blue than it is a lighter blue. Look at those crappy buttons. These, ew, they're dirty. Really? Well, that's great. The panel's falling off the wall. Look at this crappy install. Really? Don't make these, please. Just make them surface mount. I love insulting Otises. Ever since what they did to the Westchester, things like this get insulted. And they deserve it, honestly. The out-of-service signs are for the phone, not the elevator. Welcome back at Dad's Elevators. Welcome to the torture. I mean, this perfectly normal live stream where we abuse a crappy Otis. Get your butt over here, Otis. Otis, you cannot escape me. You know you love my insults. And I'm not impressed. Oh yeah, take another like 10 seconds if you need to. OPM 1961 is who I normally film with. Though he's not even here. Though I'll probably meet up with him in like 2 weeks, knowing him. Welcome back, Mikey. Welcome to this torture, I mean, perfectly normal live stream. Let's see. Oh yeah, some nice really old cookies that can get you sick. Who wouldn't want to get sick? OPM is nice. Oh, cosmetics, so Tissan can do his makeup. Hey, listen, here's all Tissan's favorite foods. Tissan loves this stuff. Tissan told me he couldn't get enough of the dog food. Like, he loves dog food. Oh, Tissan loves Sephora too. He buys all his makeup there. He tries to go there. Though, he almost got my phone number, which was not good. I'm not going to say how I got around it, but I did something extreme and very expensive, actually, to make sure that no one else could text me ever again, other than like OPM. Ew. Why would you want a crate of garlic? Why? How much garlic do you need to cook? I want my local Whole Foods to have a 3300, not a crappy Otis. Ew. What is this, a doorstop? Let's see. Oh yeah, because people just totally eat giant cubes of chocolate. Okay guys, don't drink wine when you grow up unless you want to ruin your life. It's really bad for you. You should never drink that crap. Unless you want your life to be ruined. If you do, then that's fine. I guess with you, not me, but nothing I can do about that. Oh, it stinks over here. What kind of crappy desserts do we have here? Ah, yes. Oh yeah, we have self-service pizza, you know. Nah, we're not gonna modernize the Westie. We'll modernize the Otis. I'm never drinking that stuff either. I have a life to live and it does not involve that. Ew, look how big those noodles are. They're chilled and that makes them, ugh, this thing stinks. Something over there smells like old cleaning chemicals. Yeah, it does make you whine. I don't know why on earth people would even drink alcohol. It's like the worst thing you can put in your body. I don't know how this thing gets away with all the coat. I don't like anything modern Otis. I just hate Otis in general. They're my least favorite company. And installations like this are the reason why. This thing literally feels like it's gonna fall apart. It does not feel sturdy. Useless. 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 You don't need any of those. You don't need independent or fire service, in my opinion, for a 2-story installation. They left their Samsung. They should have made the elevator glass. And you know what this replaced? This building replaced a really rare Schindler with long bar MT buttons. And it was scenic too. This building replaced a nice scenic Schindler MT. That's what this thing replaced. They replaced a nice Schindler, which ran really well apparently, with a crappy Otis that has problems. Really? Like, Gen 2s are way too common. I don't like, Gen 2s are better than hydrofiers, I will say that. Oh, Braden, this is Kone Impulse? Surprised it doesn't run like the Kones I've been finding. Honestly, all the Kones I've been finding recently have all been working very well, so my opinion on Kone kind of just replaced the one on Otis. Yeah, the MT was nicer. The MT would have been right about here. Back when this place was original, the MT would have been around here. Probably. Because this whole thing replaced the building which had a nice Schindler MT. They tore it down and built this crappy building. But the MT would probably have been right here. This is probably where the MT was. More than likely where it was. I'm fine with 330As. They've been decent, the ones I found. Though it depends on the branch. Like some branches are really good and some are just crap. Well, I'd rather take a 2-story Gen 2 over a hydrofier any day. I just don't like MRL hydraulics at all. I just don't like the idea or concept. Like, why a machine roomless hydraulic? That's just a fire hazard. Like, if they didn't invent that back in the 50s, I don't know why they're inventing it now. Because in the 50s, they did come up with an MRL traction in the UK. Ah, I see. Well, 400As down here, we see Sony 400As with VR. I don't like those. I don't like the 400As with VR since they're so boring. I have seen probably 20 or 30 400As with VR since I found my first 400A. And I've only seen 2 with HT. So yeah. Oh, look at that, Brussels sprouts. Just for Tissin. Honestly, my opinion on most MRLs is that they're cheaper, because MRLs in general are cheaper. Most of the MRLs I've ridden are always cheap, because MRLs pretty much are cheap. Like, I think every MRL I've been on is pretty cheap. I don't like Otis either, because they modernized quite a few things into crappy elevators that never work. Well, they do work, but they don't work correctly. And numerous Otises have been slapped, because I do slap every elevator I hate. And if I hate an Otis, I will give it a nice hard slap. Which they love being slapped by the DEF1, which is never good. Because that's how I stand out from everyone else. Sears Stonebriar is closing probably this weekend. I think it might be closing tomorrow. Because last week it was its last 7 days. So probably tomorrow or Monday. Oh yeah, they're modernizing a perfectly good high-rise back here. That's stupid. Like, why don't you modernize Montgomery, which will last you at least 10 more years out of those? And when the Otis is only going to last you about 10 years, 25 if you're lucky. I'll say this. Gen 2s are designed to last 25 years, and then you have to replace them. An old Otis from the 50s is designed to last over 100. I'm okay with the 3300s and 5500s. I like those. The monospaces have also been pretty good too. I mean, monospace has gotten a lot better since I found my first. Like, they've been getting better. Like, the branch that we have down here recently, they've really been nailing down those installations. Look at that. That sensor is completely damaged. Someone has probably banged the cart into them. This elevator is built very cheap. Much worse than your average elevator. Oh, Elevon 401s are endangered. Those things are going away. Well, Braden, I'll tell you this. At Stonebriar, I am very sure within a few months, something new will be going in that space because it's Stonebriar and it is the busiest mall that I know of. I am pretty sure that in Stonebriar, that MT will be seen again. We will be seeing the MT, Braden, don't you worry. I'm pretty sure that when that store reopens with something else, we'll have that same MT. It ran fine when it was original. It's not going to get modded, probably. They don't usually mod stuff if it works fine. Well, unless you're like building. I'll have to check on the Vista Ridge since that's going to be something new. I see 411s every once in a while. It's still nice to encounter 411s, they're not that interesting. I'm more into the 401s because they're just so much better. Like, Elevonic 401 is just so much more efficient compared to the others. Though, I will say some Otises still don't perform that well. I don't think I've ever seen an Elevonic 401 that was bad, though I have seen a bad 411. Though most of the Otises also installed before 2010 are also pretty good. That's what I like about Elevonic 401s. That's like my favorite part, though. Actually, no. My favorite part about 401 is probably the Grandma Otis voice, because that's my favorite voice. Grandma Otis herself. Ever since I saw the Anatole, I've been wanting to get hold on a COP with Grandma Otis. So please, if you have Grandma Otis, donate it. Because if you don't, you do not want to know what's going to happen. Yes, Grandma Otis. The one voice that I'm obsessed with. Yeah, I probably gotta get going now, but... Yeah, I gotta go, but... Yeah, that's it for today. Maybe tomorrow I'll make another stream where I go break rules somewhere else. Anyways,